Recording now. Would you mind telling the folks about yourself?
My name's Nick. I'm from Rhode Island, New England. I'm Italian and Irish. I grew up in Rhode Island my whole life in an Italian-Irish neighborhood. And I've been in the pro-white movement my whole life. Actually, since I was like 14, 15. My father used to teach me about Mussolini, all that stuff. And I just always been fascinated with Adolf Hitler. And then when I found out the truth about the Holocaust, revisionism, when I was a young kid, in 1991, I started watching David Cole, who was a Jewish guy, was actually a big hero in the revisionist movement. Very smart guy, great friggin' truth warrior. He's the Jews' worst enemy. The JDL actually broke his arms in the friggin' 90s. He had to go in hiding, but my point is, watching dudes like him and Ernst Zundel from Canada, I realized that the Holocaust was a hoax, and it never happened. Yes, people...
Hey, I think your mic cut out. I think your mic cut out. I think you pressed a button wrong or something. Now.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so, where were you? I think we were talking about how you got into the movement.
Oh, yeah, when I was younger, as a kid, my father used to always teach me history and stuff, and just being around an Italian neighborhood like myself, learning Mussolini, all history stuff, and just got into it that way. Followed it for years. Here's the thing, I never joined groups, though. I never joined no groups in my life. I've always been like a lone wolf, somebody who just, always had everything, like, admired everything, but just never joined any of the groups. Supported them, became friends with a lot of people, wrote Matt Hale many times, wrote a lot of the brothers in prison and stuff, became cool with them, a lot like that, but just never joined any movement because I just find that a lot of people get in trouble that way.
Yeah.
A lot of FBI informants and stuff like that, and it's better. I tell people, that's why I used to like the preachings of Tom Metzger back in the days, where he used to tell everybody, go lone wolf, go underground, not to do anything bad, but to, get into politics, get into, become a fireman, doing good shit in the community instead of having all these, good young white kids that are skinheads and shit ending up in jail or whatever, you know what I mean? Or any good white kid going out, getting drunk and beating up some minority and going to jail and wasting his life when he could have put it into his community and shit. That's why I try to tell all these young kids to steer away from any kind of violence and stuff. Yeah, and it's really our people don't do violence. That's the funny part. We got such a bad rap that if we do get arrested, we're going to be hit with a hate crime. And if you look at all the, retarded skinhead murders over the years, there's 10 of them in the last 50 years. It's nothing compared to what these minorities are doing to each other on these mass levels. But they'll still make us out to be the boogeyman.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I got into the movement through just watching documentaries on multiple groups, and I figured I liked them, so that's how I just...
Were your parents, what was the political ideology behind your family growing up?
Mother's a liberal, dad's just a Republican. And I'm pretty much the black sheep in the entire family.
And you have brothers or sisters? What's their political views?
I have one brother. I don't know about him too much because I don't even speak to him too much anymore. Because he's got his own stuff to do now.
And how do they feel about you getting red-pilled and learning about this stuff? Do they know you're in, do they know that your political views, or just to an extent?
No, they don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's smart. That's why, if you go to school, you're obviously you go to school. That's why in school, just be safe up there and watch what you say because they can suspend you or do anything.
Oh, trust me, I've already been suspended so many damn times. Because I've said the truth. Shit, I'm probably going to get suspended Monday because of, we had a history project to do on World War II. And me and my buddies, we drew a big old swastika on the back of the postboard, and my buddy, he put a heart around it and stuff. saying best day ever 420. All three of us gotta get expelled.
See, I never seen. See, when I was in school, and see, where are you? You're from the South, right?
Yes, I'm Florida.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're in Florida. Forget about it, man. I'm up in Rhode Island. See, we had our wood pride was like different. We didn't. I think in the early '90s, I've heard of a few like pro-white groups out here, but it was mostly just a bunch of Italian kids not wanting to mix out of their race and stuff,
Yeah.
and not wanting to go with others. But we never had like a lot of skinhead groups in Rhode Island and on. We used to have them in Massachusetts and stuff like that, but no more nowadays in schools. Where I went to school 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, I graduated in '99. My school was all white back then, Italian and Irish kids. Now it's all minorities. There's even kids from friggin' Syria and the Middle East in there. It's nuts. I don't know how you, God bless you kids that they've been forcing these terrible teachers down your throats and teaching you the worst shit. It's amazing how some of you kids are not brainwashed and you do come out smart like yourself. A lot of respect, man.
There are many kids at my school that are brainwashed by the Zionists. I'm pretty much the only one that has the balls to say it and stand up to everyone.
Well, yeah, we were all brainwashed at one time. At one point, I thought Hitler killed all them Jews, too, you know, when I was a little, even when I liked them. You know what I mean? As a kid.
Yeah, same here.
I believed that. It was nuts, you know, until I started watching stuff and reading things on revisionist history, revisionism. That's why people like, that's why I don't like make a lot of Jew jokes on Facebook. People always making all burn them in the oven, that shit. That makes us look bad because we never burned no people in ovens.
Yeah,
We
true.
never did that. That's all bullshit and propaganda that was put on us. So I really, even though some of the jokes can be funny and shit.
Yeah, I actually got one for you, but I have to pause the podcast for that.
If you printed jokes up and passed them out, I think you can get arrested around here for like a hate crime.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. The same down here.
It's pretty nuts. Oh yeah, it's pretty nuts nowadays. And the way they come at people for being proud to friggin' be pride in your race is just unbelievable. Never seen nothing like it. Now I can see if you were going out there advocating harming minorities, that's not cool. I don't care. Everybody, the way I'm a Roman Catholic, or an Orthodox Roman Catholic. But I believe God created everybody. He just created different races, and we should all be proud of what we are. So to harm anybody for the color of their skin, I would never do that. And for those Black Lives Matter punks that do, they deserve the worst shit ever.
Yeah, I actually got jumped about 6 months ago, mate. Yeah, 6 months ago by a Black Lives Matter supporter.
That's terrible.
And nothing even happened. I was pretty much in fault for it, even though I didn't even do nothing.
Oh yeah, that's the funny thing too, because you know what? We never hear of our people hurting them. If there was like 7 of us and 2 of them, and we were talking politics with them, we would never attack them. I know so many people in the pro-white movement who would rather debate them than attack them in case they were attacked first. But these Antifa and these communists for years, I've seen a lot of comrades in Italy and cousins in Italy who've been fighting Antifa for years and years and years. And these people will beat up old Italian ladies in friggin' Milan, Italy on the streets. They're pretty vicious. And they're pretty bad over here. The Boston Antifa, that's right near me. It's only an hour away. They're real scumbags.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Kander and them guys fought them a little while ago up in Boston.
Yeah,
Trump.
my Twitter account, that it has actually been, they've been trying to get anonymous on my ass for that shit.
That's why I tell all these young guys, be careful. A lot of times it's good to be a lone wolf. That doesn't make you a coward to not wear a Hitler shirt and go out Sea Island everywhere, because everyone's going to know who you are and they hate us and they're going to target us. No one's more proud of the Fuhrer than I am. But nowadays, to seize the youth, I see what's going on. I'm a pretty smart person when it comes to this. I see what's going down. And what's going to grab the youth in the new movement is the alt-right, all that stuff. We'll red pill them about the Fuhrer later. But when you're running out with the screaming friggin' Adolf Hitler, which most people are going to be scared and run away. So the intelligent people that you need, like the Richard Spencers of the world, the Nathan Domingos, those guys, those kids are going to run away. You know what I mean? They're gonna, I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I mean? So people got to just be careful because the police will target you and set you up. That's why I say that. I don't want to see people get set up, and that's what happens.
Yeah,
They know they raided my house, man. I don't know if I have a newspaper clipping around here somewhere. I'll find it in this talk, but they raided my house. I was on Facebook with all my swastika flags and my guns and stuff, and I guess an old pot charge came up from like 1998 or something retarded.
Yeah.
I had expunged, but something didn't go wrong with it. So they raided my house. They dropped all the charges, gave my gun back, but raided my house. A bunch of boasting put me all over the news, dude, with a Nazi member, Nazi this, and I'm not in a Nazi group. I never was.
Yeah.
But they just totally pegged it as that. And
Yeah.
ran with it.
I already got a damn rap sheet of a battery charge, which was stupid. No.
Yeah, and I had medicine for my anxiety, and they called it narcotics. And I had my prescription there. See? That's terrible. Like,
damn.
So they're basically slandering me, calling me a drug addict. Like a drug addict. I have they're Klonopin for anxiety. I have a 1 milligram, and I got the bottle right there. The guy, I thought he grabbed the bottle. He didn't. And the next day I'm in court. I'm like, why'd they charge me with narcotics? Like, oh, they said you had cologne. I was like, I told them I had the bottle right there. The cops, he didn't care that I had it. Anyway, if I was a pedophile and he came in and I said those were my pill bottles, he would have took it for me. But since I was someone with an Adolf Hitler flag, I didn't deserve to have my bottle brought with me, so I'd be hit with an extra charge, even though that was dropped. And my doctor came in with the prescription the next day. Just to point that how bad we're persecuted.
Yeah, I actually got a battery charge for someone who was in my damn way, trying to start shit. I pushed him out of the way. There, got a battery charge. They said I punched him and shit.
Yeah, see, now imagine if you like called him a nigger or something, like, well, now, let's say if you got, like, he called you a racial name and you called him a racial name back, you would have got hit with a hate crime.
Yeah, and he would have got away free.
Do you know what a hate crime would do to your life right now? It would ruin it.
Yeah, especially at 14 years old, 15 years old. They put me away. They tried to put me away for 20-something years.
No doubt about it. It would ruin your life, and that's what they want to do to people. They want to get our young kids like yourself and these people, and all these young kids to wild out and do something stupid. You know what I mean? Fight with somebody and call them a racial slur. Even though, hey, if somebody calls you a racial slur, you should be able to call it back. But nowadays and age, if you do that, you're risking a racial crime and shit like that. Like in Europe, they have thought crimes in Sweden. So if you go like this, you see Kyle in Sweden, you get arrested and charged with a thought crime.
Yeah, hey, is it okay if I put your face on camera real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause I gotta go do something real quick. It'll only take about a minute or two.
Now, what is this pod? Now, do you put this podcast on YouTube?
Yeah, I put it on YouTube.
Oh, cool. You gotta show me how to look it up.
Okay.
I'll show you my.
I'll send you the link to it when it's posted. I'll be right back. I gotta take this pinch tobacco out. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk to the camera and stuff.
Oh, am I still on it?
Yeah, you're still on.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I've been collecting flags for a long time too. I collect a lot of World War II memorabilia and flags. Got some all kinds of cool Third Reich stuff. Some old coins. Yeah, these podcasts are pretty cool. They're all over YouTube. Anybody listening, you got to check out Brittany Pettibone, Tara McCarthy, Blonde in the Belly of the Beast, Red Ice Radio. Those are all good podcasts to check out. All good nationalists, all good white nationalist people, especially a lot of the women. A lot of good young white nationalist women, and that's what you really need. There's a lot of good young classy women, and they'll bring in the guys. For sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Shit, I had a chat window open. It just leaked their name. So shit. So now I'm gonna have to edit all that shit, which is gonna take about an hour or two. Plus, got tobacco all over the shirt I was wearing, so that's just fucking great.
Yeah, I was going through these flags earlier, a lot of my flags. There's so many of them, dude.
Yeah.
So many of these flags.
That's a nice one.
Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorite. There's so many of them. Good look.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 200 of them in there.
Dang, you got a lot of flags.
I've been collecting them, Fang, since I was a little kid, man. Back in the old days, when you wanted to connect with people, you would have to order catalogs. Have to order war catalogs or Hammerstein catalogs, and they would come to you and you would order the stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
Write letters, but there was no computers back then, man. It was way different.
Yeah.
And when I first started like connecting with people in the white movement, I was probably about 14, 15 years old. I was never a skinhead or a Klansman. I was just always like a white nationalist into Mussolini and Hitler and that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I like the skinhead music. I like a lot of different things. I never really got along with a lot of the Klansmen because a lot of them would attack me for being Italian, and it made no sense because Italians fought for the South and are white. It's like Southerners, so that made no sense.
Yeah, the Garibaldi Legion.
A lot of cool ones, though, understood and were cool, but a lot of them didn't like me because I was Catholic or something. But those are very minute things that anybody with education can look past and shit.
In my opinion, the Klan doesn't do anything nowadays. They are just pushovers. Because they sit on their ass all day, sitting there just complaining about stuff, but don't have the balls to do it.
Well, not only that, they go on all these shows lately, right?
Yeah.
And they look like assholes. They go on these shows. One was called "Hate Thy White Neighbor" by some like Caribbean black English comedian, and he totally made an ass out of them. Like they let these film companies come in and film them for like an episode, whatever they do, a show. And they totally cut and edit all the footage and make them look like assholes. And they kind of let them, the way they let them in, they don't trust them. Like, you're going to see some of the stuff lately on there. That's why in the pro-white movement right now, what's taking off is the alt-right. These young white kids, and the majority of them are young, man. Young, smart white kids that are smart on computers. A lot of smart, young, pretty white girls on YouTube. And that's what's going to grab. We've been trying the Adolf Hitler 1488 thing for a long time, and it really hasn't gotten us nowhere. But the Donald Trump friggin' white awakening with the alt-right has the young people. And I'm not dissing any Nazi people or nothing. I got Adolf Hitler on my arm. I got his pictures everywhere. I love them. But to grab the youth, these young kids who've been taught their whole life Hitler's evil, if they first...
You hit the mute button.
I passes for so long because I didn't hit nothing. But what I was saying is basically the alt-right movement and stuff is grabbing all these young people, and that's what's going to really move everything in, and everybody can be red-pilled a little at a time about the Holocaust and all that.
Yeah.
You know, because once it's like, all right, you get these people progress, they become alt-white, and then they become alt-right, and then they become us, mad pro-white, European-loving people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The smart people to watch who are going places, Richard Spencer, those guys. I don't want to badmouth anybody in the movement, but I'm not going to. But like older people and older groups, they've been staying in the same place since 1992. But not their members aren't getting bigger. They can't keep the same members for over 5 years. It's all infighting, and then FBI people getting in their ranks, and they're not in the intelligentsia. They don't have the youth. You need intelligent people. You need teachers in your movement, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the way you do that is with the alt-right and them. A lot of them call them.
Yeah, hit the mute button again or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it lasted so long on my thing, and it shuts off.
Yeah. Well,
Did it die?
you know who Bradley Jenkins is, right? The UKA leader, Imperial Wizard.
Yes, yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he worked with the Southern Poverty Law Center, and I can probably
Really?
get sued for saying his name right now, but fuck it, he is a human piece of shit.
Yeah,
Who
see,
is
that's
nothing
not
more
cool.
than a
You know, if you don't want to be around the movement no more, fine. But don't harm nobody or make lies up about people.
Yeah,
That's not cool.
he got his own people put in jail so he could save his ass, or else his beloved clan would be shut down. He's nothing more than a liar, a traitor, and a pussy. So,
Oh, yes. No, I totally agree with you. There can never be, no one could ever forgive somebody like that.
yeah,
You try to sell your own people out and do things like that. It's just really Judas and friggin' terrible of you.
yeah, true.
That's a fucking shame. Yeah, I know. I've seen him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
My phone's old, for one, and I think I uploaded some wrong things on it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we at?
Oh, we were talking about the people in the movement, leaders and stuff, diming people out. It happens in a lot. I've been following it my whole life, like I said, and I'm a historian as it is. So, but there's been infiltrators in the movement since George Lincoln Rockwell invented the American Nazi Party. Even before that, in the 1930s, when the Nazis marched in Madison Square Garden with the Nazi boom, there's always been infiltrators. That's always going to happen. But some people, they don't know how to have discipline and see someone knowing what to say, or just talking outlandish, or having radical people in their group.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end it because your phone keeps messing up. You wanna lead us out the video or something?
What's up?
You wanna lead out the video or something? Like any last words?
Oh, yeah, just God bless you all. Thanks for letting me on here, and good to talk. Hopefully I can do it again and talk normal without this phone messing up or using my computer or something. But hey, God bless you all, and God bless the white race, and God bless America.
Good.
Thanks, God, man. Appreciate it. I admire all you young people. I admire you more than anybody. That's the truth. You young people are the best.
Okay, I'm going to end it.